All right, Champions League football is back and we're just 7 games from the title. Come on, boys. Hello. Rashid Lang, how are you, superstar? Yep, no, I did promise you I would strengthen midfield, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, well, you see, the problem is, mate, that after I signed you, I had no money left and you made me promise that. So, what can I do? Yeah, that's correct. I lied to you so you'd sign. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 7, Episode 11 here at Sheffield Wednesday. And today we have a game in the Premier League against Bristol City, and then Champions League action resumes as we go off to Italy to face AC Milan in the first leg of our first knockout round tie. But the news since last episode is that we have broken a promise to Rashid Lang. When we went to sign him, you may or may not remember, I can't even remember if I showed it actually, he was making me promise. There was no negotiation that we strengthened our midfield. Obviously, we spent all our money on Lang, so we couldn't do that. We've had a word to him, and he's basically, if we go to promises here, you can see that I've broken the promise, but he has kind of forgiven me. So he's not actually upset. If I break another promise, we might have a problem. But as things stand, yeah, we're okay. But we had to do it to get him in the club, so it's not a problem as far as I'm concerned. While we're here, we'll have a quick look at the dynamics. We can see we've got our team leaders there, Cook, Samare, and Razzini. A nice looking pyramid there, I've got to say. And if we have a look at the social groups, I would like it to come together a little bit more than that, but it is what it is, and we're playing well, so that's okay. Now, the transfer window has closed. We're into February now. Quick review of what happened at the end of it. As I said, we spent all our money on Rashid. We had nothing left to give. There was a little bit of action, though. We sold a youngster, Prendeville, out to Portsmouth. We've got a 50% sell-on for him. I don't think he was ever going to make it, so we got, what was it, 117, a 50% sell-on if he does end up making it. Carl Rooks, we remember him, of course, for demanding to be a star player in our team all those years ago. He's still only 19, but we did sell him on to Watford. And again, I think we might have a 50% sell on him. I can't remember for sure, though, but I think I do. And then we've loaned out Konstantin Solikov. He's gone out to Russia for the rest of the season. He's not technically, I don't think. Mentally, he's good enough for us. Physically, he's okay. I just think technically he's not quite good enough, so we'll send him out on loan. He's 21. He needs to start and develop, or we need to move him on. So we'll give him the rest of the season out on loan, and then we can reassess him when he comes back. When's his contract up? 29, so we've got a couple of years of him left yet. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with him. Now, there is one game to catch you up on since last episode. It is the Yorkshire Derby against Leeds United. So let's go see how that went. We went in front through a stunning solo Eduardo effort. And the defensive mix-up let Marino in for his first Wednesday goal. Before Walter Razzini added not one, but 2 goals before half-time. Before turning provider for Sanchez to get our 5th in the second half. Leeds pulled one back with a stunner. And then got a second in stoppage time. So we were really good in this game. Later on, we did concede. We sort of clocked off a little bit, I think. But more or less, the game was done at that point. We were brilliant in the first half and kind of saw it off. This Chiao Emerson, he was quite good. But I did have a quick look at him. There's not really not really a player that we're looking to sign anyway. He's 27. But a stunning goal and the assist as well. So if you have a quick look at what that means for the league table, we have moved up into second, 4 points back of Man City. We've got a 6-point gap back to Manchester United, who have played an extra game. So that is a little bit closer than we'd like it to be, but we're still looking good for a top 4 finish. Bristol City, who are about to start playing here, they are stone motherless in the Premier League and looked odds on for relegation, and it is of course a trip to Milan in the second game of this episode. Let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here against Bristol, though. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 from them. You'll notice inside inverted wingers, inside forward inverted wingers, so we're going to have to keep things a little bit tight through the middle. And this is the team we're sending out. Now, we do need to favour, obviously, the Champions League. So this is the team we're sending out. Bevilacqua, Mb and Murillo. It's the first time I think we've played them as a duo. Individually, they're both quite good. there's no reason why they won't work as a partnership. We've just got to hope that, you never know until you actually try it. So hopefully that will come off for us. It's going to be Gomez playing as a right winger. As a reminder, Martinez injured himself last episode, so he's out for this one. Petkovic as well has just got a minor injury, but he is out for this particular game anyway. Callum Jones is going to go down the right. It's going to be McQuaid as the deep lying, let's just go with defensive midfielder, with Arentes and Clarkson in front of him. We're going to give Leonardo Augusto a go as that advanced midfielder. He is a decent finisher. We know he can pass. I've just got to find the position for him. I'm wondering if this might be it. Bruma and Giordano are going to lead the line for us. We do have Razzini on the bench if needed, along with Fabiano, Schuena, Cook, Belyasov, and Marino, plus the backup goalkeeper. Let's get out there. All right, so we can see the lineups here. Jayden Bogle playing right back for them. Sick note, Jayden Bogle. What do we want to say to this? Play your game, you'll win. You're capable of that. That's probably roughly what we want to say, isn't it? So we'll get on board with that. We'll point our finger. We'll say we have faith in them to make a difference. And this is one of these games at home, bottom of the league. We really do need to win. It's a bit of a hiding to nothing, isn't it? We can only, if we win, we kind of have to win. There is obviously, though, a chance we could lose, and against a team that might be a little bit desperate as well. Sometimes these are the nervy ones, aren't they? But if we can win, we'd go a little bit closer to Manchester City. We'd be a point back, albeit they would have a game in hand, but we'll take that. You'd rather have points on the board than a game in hand, wouldn't you, for 9 times out of 10. So here we go. Gomez with a nice early throw for us. Can we turn this into a goal? Bruma, nice ball there for Arentes, and I almost loaned out, I should say, Arentes at the end of the window, but I didn't want to leave myself short in midfield, and it kind of came down to Sodlikov or Arentes, and Arentes, he's good enough to play for us. So I ended up keeping him because I think he's more useful to us, though. Performance-wise, maybe we should have kept Sodlikov and loaned out Arentes. It was one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situations. We've not done much since that early chance, though, so I'm going to say this isn't working. Let's lower our tempo down, look for the overlaps, and see if that can work for us. It's going to be one of these games where, they'll want a point, won't they? You're playing a team that's in a title race and you're struggling to stay up. You want a point from that game, and Arentes at the back post. He does get the goal. It's Murillo with a flick on at the near post. And late in this first half, we have broken the deadlock. We'll take a goal from a corner. It's not the prettiest, but we will take it. Clarkson with a nice ball in. Flick on. Arentes unmarked. And there it is. Excellent, excellent stuff. We'll give them some praise, and hopefully now we'll be able to go on with this in the second half. Sometimes, these sorts of games, it's just getting that first goal that's the real tough one, isn't it? Don't think the job is done, boys. We've got to get out there in the second half and make sure that we put this game to bed, please. There's no one on. I wouldn't mind giving Cook some game time. My initial plan was to start him in this one in place of Clarkson, but he's still coming back from his injury. We're sort of trying to play him in the under-23s where we can to get some match fitness into him. So he was just a little tired, which is why he's on the bench and not starting. It's not been a great game, has it? Callum Jones is looking nervous, which isn't ideal. Liverpool have taken the lead against West Ham. That helps us. Giordano's picked up a knock. That doesn't help us. Murillo has undone all his good work from the goal, and Bevaquar is there to save us. All right, we need to just have a quick think about what we're doing here, because Giordano has picked up an injury, a potential shoulder injury, but wants to play on. So let's leave it till we can see exactly what that injury is. What we could do is go just Bruma up top. Can we get a second goal? Bruma's on a nice little run. We know he's a good dribbler. Can he find a finish? He can't. Can he? Oh, how's he scored from there? Oliver Bruma. A fifth of the season, and I do not know how he scored from that angle. It looked impossible. And he's on, unless he's taken it on his left foot and been able to bend it in, but it looked like it was on his right foot as well. Giordano's done really well to win that header despite a shoulder injury. Bruma goes past his man. Now, what has he done here? It's a good save the first time around. He's defied physics there, hasn't he? No idea how he's been able to put that in. All right, this injury it looks like it could be a bruised shoulder. I'm sure you're gonna survive, mate. I think you're gonna live. So let's just leave it as we have things. It's a relatively comfortable win so far. We've got a free kick here, Leighton Clarkson. Can he provide a little bit of Leighton Clarkson magic? It is not far away. And that is a goal kick. We haven't seen much again from Augusto. It's such a tough one, isn't it, to know what to do with him. I think the most frustrating thing about it is that I've seen him play well as an advanced playmaker. I've seen him play well as a deep-lying playmaker. I've seen him play well as a Mazzella. What he doesn't have is any sort of consistency to make me think, yeah, that's where he wants to play. And like I've said for a couple of episodes now, I'm increasingly thinking that he's maybe just not worth the effort. That's a stunning save from Bevercois late on to allow us to not have a nervy finish. But there we go. 3 points in the bag. We did what we had to do. Bottom of the league. A comfortable 2-0 win. Not the best goals we'll ever see, but job done. So West Ham ended up taking a point off of Liverpool, but all in all, that's not too bad. We've pulled out a little bit more of a gap on them now. We sit a single point back from Man City. So we secure the victory. Giordano's injured. A damaged shoulder. Well, that's not a bruise, is it? Oh, friggin' hell, game. Well, that's not great. I should have taken him off. Well, it's done now. There's no point wishing we had done something different. Anyway, guys, that is it for the first game. Wait right there. We'll be back in Champions League action next as we go off to AC Milan. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. Champions League football. We are in Milan to play AC Milan. And, well, let's see if we can get ourselves some away goals here. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. Some decent players in there. We'll have a look at the actual team once we get the team sheets, I suppose. This is a team we're sending out. Unfortunately, Martinez has come up just short. Still about 2 days away, so we're not going to risk him for this one. But it is Bevercois in goal. Rivas and Lang at the back. Marino's going to play down the right side. Belyasov down the left. Samare in behind Fabiano and Eduardo. It's Jabing in behind Brummer and Razzini. Those three have been superb for us at times since they've come into the club. Let's hope we get a marquee performance out of them. Alright, so we can see the lineups there. Of course, Rafael Leao, Leeds United legend. Anything else there? Davinson Sanchez, Donnarumma is still there. Cassie's a good player, isn't he? Of course, they're all going to be on that little bit more now. We're, what, 7 or 8 years in the future. Good opportunity to show that press, they're right to back you up. Show them what you can do to keep the run going. What do we want to say to that? Just keep the run going, boys. We're playing well. We are going with the two up top. No real reason for it. I just feel like, if all things being equal, Jabing, Brummer, and Razzini do tend to play very, very well together. So yeah, that's the reason that we're going with this. But we could just as easily have gone with wingers. I do think Belyasov is a little bit better as a left wing back as well. So I think we get more out of him playing like this. So that's why we've gone with this. But as I said, it could just as easily have gone with wingers. And with Schuener and Edwards on the bench, we do have the option to go to wingers if we so choose. All right, let's see what we can do in terms of away goals here, please, boys. Come on. As ever with these away legs, I really just want away goals. I'd rather draw 3-3. I'd almost rather lose 3-2 than draw 0-0, if I'm honest. But let's see if we can... Oh, Marino has dived in a little bit there. Leao shoots wide. Marino does look a little bit suspect, doesn't he? We saw it last episode against Chelsea. He is young, so there's still room for him to grow, but he does at times look a little bit suspect at the back. All right, here we go. About 5 minutes before the break. Throw in there. Eduardo has it. Back to Marino. Can he get across? And he goes short for Brummer. Eduardo, edge of the area. Have it. It's Fabiano, and it's gone over the bar. Oh, he's got to do a little bit better. He's just got to find the target there, doesn't he? And that looks as though that's going to be half-time. Still scoreless. And, well, to be honest, not great. Let's tell them it's not great. Let's pump our fists. Say we believe in them, and I'm wondering if we might, like we did against Bristol City, just ever so slightly change up the way we're playing and lower the tempo, look for those overlaps, play with a little bit more width, and see if that helps us at all. And if not, we might need to look to start making a few changes. Marino with a throw. Eduardo is there. Back to Samare. Good ball forward for Marino. Can he beat his man? He goes short for Brummer. Back to Samare. No, he goes to Marino. Razzini's lurking. Can Marino get across there? And this is where his strength is. Razzini's there. Oh, it's second attempt. And you would have put the house on Razzini twice there, and you'd be homeless twice as well. Oh, you would have lost the holiday house and your regular house. That was a big, big chance, wasn't it? Oh, and we've stuffed up at the other end, and we're 1-0 down. Oh, dear. Let's try a... Do we try maybe a calm down? It's a good ball. It's a really good ball in, actually, isn't it? It just bends away from Bavacqua and in behind the defenders. There's not a massive gap there either. You do wonder if we could have done a little bit better somewhere. Bavacqua, maybe it was his. Calm down, boys. Calm down. Rivas over a free kick. Samare, back to Rivas. Back to Samare. Forward for Jabing. There's a good pass for Belyasov. Can he get across him? We've got players in the box. He goes back for Brummer. It's... Oh! Well, at least it was better. Let's give them some encouragement, maybe. Do we look to go to wingers late on here? It's not quite working. We've got a highlight. We're not really breaking them down, are we? Marino, can he get a block in there? No. We don't want a second goal to go in, because that would be bad, and that's off the post. And we are going to change, because it's not working. So we want wingers. We want Schuener on for Samare. We want Razzini on. Brummer's picked up, and he's always a knock. Always a knock for friggin' Brummer. Alright, and we'll get back out there. And hopefully, that will make the difference for us. Belyasov with a throw towards Edwards. Back to Belyasov. Can he get a bit of quality into the box? There it is, and Razzini gets the away goal. The Italian international back in his homeland, and he has tied it up, and it's an away goal as well. So, note to self, wingers, clearly. Nice header there from Edwards. Belyasov gets past his man, and Razzini's not missing that, is he? He had a big chance earlier on, which he couldn't stick away, but he wasn't missing that one. Let's wait and see what happens with this highlight. 10 minutes to play. We've got the away goal. That is important. Can we go and get a second one? Ball in. It's Sigurdsson edge of the area. Bavacqua makes a save. Oh, and we've given it straight back to them. Not been a classic performance, this one, has it? Jabing is not playing well. Let's try a berating. I don't mean we can't blame Jabing for the goal, necessarily. Marino is... We're really missing Martinez, aren't we, in that right-back position? Is there something else here for us in this game? That's all fine. Let's try pushing up, getting stuck in, and seeing if we can go and get this second away goal. The risk here, of course, 2-1 is not fatal for us. We can go home and overturn that. But what would be a problem is 3-1. We've got a throw. And we've got a problem as well, potentially, as Brenner gets past Leng. Rivas is there. Belyasov is lurking. He's not marked his man, though, and it is 3-1. And that is a problem. And that's the high line, isn't it? Why did I do that? What a moron. And we're going to need to go home, and we're going to need to put on one hell of a performance. Can we tell them to calm down again? And that's not a good result for us, is it? I should have just stuck with 2-1. 2-1 would have been fine. And in the 93rd minute, I mean, if we're looking for positives, the XG, we have goals in us against them. We will have Martinez back for the next game, but that was not good. We're in trouble. So there we go. AC Milan, teach us a lesson. Oh, and I regret so much. Why did I just not stick for the 2-1 loss? That would have been very, very doable. Brummer, it's not too serious. Razzini's being linked with Madrid. He's not going anywhere. That goes without saying. Guys, that will do it for today. If you think I'm an idiot, hit thumbs up. I should have... is that going to cost us? I'm overconfident. We're having a bad day. Just take your medicine. Lose 2-1. Get him in the second leg. And now we're going to need a very big performance in that second leg. But next episode, we'll have some thinking time because we're going to have a chance to win a cup final. It's going to be Tottenham in the FA Cup, and then it's the Carabao Cup final. We'll go to Wembley against Liverpool and see if we can add a Carabao Cup to our trophy cabinet. If you've enjoyed that, guys, make sure you, as I said, hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for a cup final. Take care.